Hey guys, Danny here with another LEGO Star Wars review for you. So today we have the 10143 Death Star 2. So this set came out in the year 2005. It contains 3,449 pieces, and when this set came out originally, it cost $300 US. So this set, guys, I don't need to say much other than this is a truly tremendous LEGO set. It's just a great model to your collection, and this set is just absolutely massive. First of all, from here to all the way down here, it's 25 inches, and from here to there, it's 19 inches. So you guys can imagine how big this set is. I have to, as you guys can see, I have to go pretty far back here just so I can fit it all into the frame. But it's truly a great LEGO set, guys. I would recommend this set for experienced builders. I remember when I built this set many years ago, and it is not an easy set to build, guys. It is definitely a pretty challenging build. Definitely the hardest part, for sure, is this uncompleted portion of the Death Star. Just because there's a lot of little bit of detail pieces that you have to take a look at. There's a bunch of these tiny pieces here, and there's a bunch of pieces like this and this and this, and you got to pay just a lot of attention, and it just takes a long time, and you got to stack up everything, and then to attach it onto here, it was actually a very tedious process, and I'll show you guys that. But like I said, you have to make this gigantic panel, and then the instruction booklet then tells you have to make another one that's exactly the same for this one here on the bottom. So it took a long time. If I remember correctly, this set took maybe about like, I'm gonna say like 18 to 20 hours over a span of 2 days. So it was a lot of work, but this set, guys, just truly an amazing set. And, you know, just a great model to your collection, guys. If you guys saw my LEGO Star Wars collection video, if you haven't, I will post a link in the description. I leave this this model on the highest part of my shelf because it's so massive, and it just, you know, brightens my my room with my Legos. So I really love this set, guys. So there's not that many features to it. It is a model. You can't play with it. It doesn't come with any minifigures or anything, but there are some cool things. First of all, this is basically the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then I will post a picture so you guys can see. So as you guys saw from the picture, that's basically like Darth Vader's like personal Star Destroyer, and it's the biggest Star Destroyer in the Imperial fleet. And this is to scale, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong here, someone will probably let me know. The Super Star Destroyer Executor was, I believe, 8,000 meters in length, and the second Death Star, I believe, was 160 kilometers or miles. I think it was, I don't know, it was either 160 kilometers or miles, but nonetheless, it's a really, you know, massive station. And this is to scale, so that means that a Super Star Destroyer Executor is this size in comparison to the second Death Star. So it just shows you just how huge this battle station was. And think, this is an Imperial Super Star Destroyer. So imagine like the regular Star Destroyers, they must have been probably like this big in relationship to the second Death Star. So really neat how LEGO gives us a little thing just to like, you know, compare the size of the Death Star with the Super Star Destroyer. Turbo laser is pretty cool as well. This is a really hard part of this of the set to build, as a matter of fact. And let me just explain the way you build this set. First of all, you start off with this stand here, and then let me just open it. You can actually open the inside of the Death Star. Some of these pieces are stuck, like I'm gonna remove this. So here's how it looks like, and some of these panels are stuck onto here, but some, like these two, are loose. They're like loosely hanging onto here. And as you guys can see, it's totally hollow. It's a completely hollow set, and you can see that unfinished portion, how much room it takes up. But it's completely hollow, and the way it works is when you build this stand, you know, this red and blue pieces here, when you finish the stand, you start building these little square pieces. You start off with, I believe you start off with this one, then you build it all around, okay? Then you start building the lower part right here, and you see they're on these little ratchets here. So you have this little square piece here, and then you start building lower part, lower part, lower part, lower part, and it takes a long time. It's just very, very tedious. So you build this whole lower part, and then if I'm not mistaken, then you start building the uncompleted part, which just takes forever. It's just an annoying process. And then you start building the top part, like the northern part of the hemisphere of the Death Star, and you start building this piece here and these back here. And when you get to the super laser, actually, what's interesting is that this laser is actually just hanging onto here. It's not attached to anything. It's just completely loose. And let me see if I can show you guys from back here. So as you guys can see, it's pretty much just like sitting here. I can easily, like if I wanted to, like I'm not gonna do this, I could easily just like push it out and this thing would like fall. So definitely pretty neat how this set is built. If you guys were to move it, you have to be like so very careful because, you know, pretty much it's hollow. Like you got to be very, very careful, you know, because you do not want to spill 3,500 pieces all over the floor. So what I do basically is when I pick it up, I just grab it here as firmly as I can and I just lift it up. And I'm not going to do it now because it'll probably break, but but you know, guys, I would highly recommend you pick this set up. It probably does go for a lot of money on eBay or Bricklink, but it's one hell of a build. You know, just sorting out all the pieces. And I actually remember I got this set in, I believe it was Christmas 2007, and you know, just sorting out all of the pieces and building it, and you know, and this set is not easy. It's very, very tedious. It's very, very repetitive, especially like this bottom hemisphere and this top hemisphere, like how it's just very repetitive. And this part, the uncompleted part, is just like the most tedious thing like in history. Like it's just very annoying, but when you have it built, it's just a great model for your collection, guys. So I would highly recommend this set. Anyway, last thing we get is we get this little display stand which has some info on the Death Star. Oh, I was right. It was it's 160 kilometers in diameter, not 160 miles. So nonetheless, a huge battle station, and you guys can see the crew and the weapons and the defenses. If you guys want to read this, I recommend pausing the video. But yeah, guys, this is truly an amazing set, and I'm really glad I have it. And I do have the other Death Star. I have the 10188, I believe that's the set number. I'll post a picture. And I will get to reviewing that Death Star as well. And I also heard that there's a new Death Star that's coming out as well. And I would probably look into getting that set. I don't remember the set number, but I'm not even sure if it came out. But, you know, I will post a picture. So yeah, so it basically looks the same as the first picture that I put. But I guess like it's slightly different, so I don't know, but I'll take a look into that. And as for this model, guys, you know, truly a great set, truly a one-of-a-kind build. It's just such a challenging build, even for an experienced Lego builder, but I highly recommend it, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and just stay tuned for more, guys. Peace.